Hi. Bet you're wondering why I'm wearing a hat. Well, there's two reasons. First reason being I am very, very cold and the hat is keeping my head warm. And the second reason being I have really, really bad hair that I don't particularly want to show on camera. I'll show you a little bit. I look like an emo. Let me put it. See, it's really, really bad. But hey, it's the end of the year and the end of the decade. Spooky. 10 years. The first 10 years of the millennium will be over on midnight tomorrow night. Saturday will be the 1st of January 2011, which means I have an entire new year, well, an entire year to, well, I have an entire decade now to build up my DVD and Blu-ray collection. But as this is the end of 2010, I thought I would go through what I have had in the last month. Well, maybe not in the last month, but the Christmas. As you can see, I've done December updates. This will be my December 2010 finale DVD and Blu-ray update until January, which guarantee there will be another video, which will be my January 2011 DVD update part 1 and Blu-ray, sorry. But looking at the last 10 years, 17, I was just had my 17th birthday in 1999. I would have just turned 17. That was a long time ago. And do I feel it now? But hey, in a decade that's given us everything from Big Brother, Glee, to awesomeness like Lost and 24 and the Walking Dead. TV's been pretty good. Film-wise, blockbusters have taken off immensely. Every year now you have a big money-spinning franchise movie. If it's not Transformers, it's Harry Potter, it's Spider-Man. Every year there's another big blockbuster movie that you can go and spend your money on, and then go out and buy all the fucking truckloads of merchandise. What else is there? There's the emo craze has taken off ridiculously, which is whatever happened to moshers and goths. They're all emos now. But anyway, enough about my prejudice against emos and goths. On to the DVDs and the Blu-rays. So yeah, it was Christmas! And who doesn't love Christmas? Well, probably Scrooge before he met the three ghosts. But anyway, what's Christmas for? Presents! Yay! Fuck all the religious bollocks. It's all about presents and food. And spending lots of money. And this year, as I'm 27 now, it's hard to buy for me because all I have are DVDs and Blu-rays. So I just give people a list of DVDs and Blu-rays that I want and hope that they come dressed as Santa and deliver them to my house, so I can open them on Christmas morning. No, this year, because of the weather, which fucking sucked, there was a backlog of deliveries that obviously weren't going to make it by Christmas. Now what takes the piss is the stuff that I'm going to show now turned up today, which was ordered for me for Christmas at the start of December, and it's now a week after Christmas. How fucked up is that? But I have got some that I actually did manage to open on Christmas Day. But I'm going to start with one of the ones I managed to open on Christmas Day, and that being a Blu-ray. The first 6 of these are Blu-rays. So the first one I'm going to show is John Carpenter's 1981 I was getting confused if it was 1981 or 1980. But anyway, it's his remake of The Thing. Now I have this on DVD. I wanted it on Blu-ray. It looks very, very, very cool on Blu. Very, very impressed with this. This is the region, obviously the region. Is this regional? I don't know. But anyway, this is really, really cool. It has a lot of the same special features as the DVD, which I own. Yeah, awesome film. The cover art's okay. I like the cover art, but it's. I prefer the cover art on the Region 1 DVD, which is just amazing. But gotta love the Drew Struzan artwork. Anyway, so yeah, there we go. That was one of the Christmas presents I managed to open on Christmas Day, which was The Thing on Blu-ray. The next one that I was able to open on Christmas Day is possibly my favourite Alfred Hitchcock film. This is the 50th anniversary edition of maybe, in my eyes, Cary Grant's best film. And it's Alfred Hitchcock's North by Northwest 50th anniversary edition. This looks stunning, remastered in high definition. The old Warner DVD looked okay, but this is what it's all about. This is just off the chain. Has a lot of interesting documentaries on here, especially there's a 90-minute documentary on the career of Mr. Cary Grant. They're being chased by a plane, and very informative, very, very interesting. If this at the moment is going for $9.99 on Play.com or $8.99 on Amazon. So I urge you to pick this up, because this is the best version of this fantastically awesome, amazing film that you are going to get. So that's North by Northwest 50th anniversary edition Blu-ray. So there we go. Now the next four are the ones that have turned up this week, or one turned up yesterday and the others turned up today. But yeah, this is the one that turned up yesterday. It's a film that I didn't really like the first time I saw it. Left it a while and decided, you know what, fuck it, I'll watch it. I'll see if I understand it a little bit better. I did understand it a little bit better, but I really, really, really love the way this film is made. From the special effects to the use of music, or classical music, to the performances, to the direction. It's just phenomenal. It's Stanley Kubrick's 2001: A Space Odyssey on Blu-ray. This is just wow. And the HD remaster is just gorgeous. Has a lot of stuff that I think is on the collector's edition, well, the special edition from the Kubrick collection that was released, well, from the 2-disc set that was released about 2 years ago. But no, this is just fantastic, and highly recommend getting this film. If you're a science fiction fan, you'll already love it. If not, maybe not the kind of person who would go into a video shop and rent White Chicks or anything by the Wayans brothers, you really ain't gonna watch this. But if you like this, if you like Stanley Kubrick, check it out. If you like Moon, check it out. Just a phenomenal science fiction movie, probably the sci-fi movie. Fuck Star Wars, fuck Star Trek. 2001 is where it's at. Next up is one of my all-time childhood favourite movies. I own this on DVD as well, but I couldn't pass up the chance to get it on Blu-ray. It's made by Jim Henson and his Jim Henson, Muppet Workshop. It's got beautiful Jennifer Connelly in it, and some bizarrely wigged Lamal style hair on David Bowie. It is the Blu-ray release of Labyrinth. Such a fantastic soundtrack to this film. Written by Terry Jones of Monty Python fame, directed by the genius of Jim Henson. produced by George Lucas, which I didn't really know until watching the special features on this. There's quite a good amount of special features on it, but I think they seem to be wasting the space of a Blu-ray disc. Whether or not a Blu-ray disc, because a single layer Blu-ray disc is 25 gig, dual layer is 50 gig. So I don't know what they're doing with the rest of the gigabytes, because they're not filling it up. But this is just literally just makes me giddy like a little kid every time I watch it. And if you haven't seen it, or you want to get your kids to watch something that you watched when you were a kid, pick up Labyrinth. They'll either fucking love it, or it'll scare the shit out of them. This and the other one I need to get is The Princess Bride, which is another one of my all-time favourite kids films. Just a awesome film, and that's Labyrinth. Next up is a film I haven't seen for a while. I also own this on DVD. This is a double dip, mainly because of the picture and because the cover is better than the DVD cover. It's a bit of an odd film for Joel Schumacher. You think Joel Schumacher, you think the man who fucked up Batman. But Joel Schumacher's made some really interesting films. He made The Lost Boys. He wrote The Wiz, the Michael Jackson and Diana Ross remake, or musical remake of The Wizard of Oz. Also produced and written by Rob Cohen, director of Dragon, the Bruce Lee story, and the original Fast and the Furious. Excuse me. Starring Michael Douglas and Barbara Hershey, Robert Duvall, Rachel Chakotay, Frederick Forrest, and Tuesday Well. Just one of the most mental movies that I've ever seen, and one that I think is overlooked all the time as like a proper dark film. I was watching. What was I watching? I was watching Death Sentence, the Kevin Bacon film, directed by the guy who did Saw, and that is a dark movie, for a revenge movie. Some brutal as hell. But this one, not really a revenge movie, more a man who snaps movie and goes on a killing spree. But it's Falling Down. Just a brilliant film, and a great performance by Michael Douglas, who I don't think I've ever seen a deaf performance from Michael Douglas, not even from way back as far as China Syndrome. Falling Down, fantastic film. If you haven't seen it, you must watch this film, because for me, it's probably Michael Douglas's best performance after Gordon Gekko in Wall Street. Final Blu-ray of the update is my all-time favourite action film. It's probably the last pure action film that involves no CGI, no ridiculously over-the-top set pieces like the Die Hard 4 movie where Bruce Willis is being chased by a truck, or he's in a truck being chased by a jet. Not that bullshit. Proper car chases, proper shootouts, proper actors doing badass stunts. Ronin, the last full-length cinematic feature from John Frankenheimer, the late great John Frankenheimer, director of such films as The Train, Seconds, The Manchurian Candidate, just to name a few. This is just literally is one of my all-time. This is my all-time favorite action film. It is on my top 5 of favorite films of all time. I can't describe how good this film is. De Niro, Jean Reno, Stellan Skarsgård, Sean Bean is in it, Jonathan Pryce is in it, Natasha McElhone. It's just a brilliant action movie. It's written by J.D. Zeik and Richard Weiss. Now Richard Weiss is actually David Mamet, the guy who wrote He's the playwright who also writes screenplays. He wrote House of Games or House of Cards. He also wrote Heist, the film with Gene Hackman and Danny DeVito. Just a phenomenal action film. Some of the most insane car stunts and car chases through the tiny little streets of Nice to the freeways in Paris. Just unbelievable. Check this movie out if you have never seen Ronin. This film is just awesome. Now, believe it or not, every single film I have here on Blu-ray, which is 6, I already own on DVD. Which, I know people are going, well, why are you getting it on Blu-ray if you got it on DVD? Because they're awesome films, and you need to see awesome films in an awesome way, so high definition is probably the best way to go. So there we go, that is my DVDs, no it's not, it's my Blu-rays from the update, and this is what I had for Christmas. So there's 2, 4, 6 Blu-rays. I now, from my last video, which I think I showed, I had a collection of 4. Was it 4? 4 or 5. I now have 12. So, no, it was 6. I said it was 6. I now have 12, and I'm hopefully going to be getting another one tomorrow, another special one, which has recently come out. But that's for another video. That's for the January video. So there we go. That's the Blu-rays. Now, the DVDs. Now these I ordered for just before Christmas. Not for Christmas, these was just for me. And they actually turned up on Christmas Eve, which I thought was pretty cool. Since I ordered them on the 17th, they arrived on the 24th, and that's coming from America. Now, basically what they are 2 disc sets. Each set contains 5 films. Now these are films, they contain films that are either out of print, public domain, or out of my price range as individual titles. They do different sets. The first one is the Dead or Alive Western collection that contains Black Killer, His Name Was King, There's a Noose Waiting for You, Trinity, They Call Me Hallelujah, and The Moment to Kill. Now these are Italian spaghetti westerns that are either, like I said, either in the public domain or are out of print. This one I haven't checked out. These are mainly Klaus Kinski movies, but unlike the really awful 20 disc or 20 movie sets that you get from America released by Mill Creek, these are watchable. Some of these are, yes, some of them are a little bit dodgy transferred, well, just VHS transfers, but some of them are widescreen, just clear as hell prints. Like I said, I've not watched any of these ones on this one yet, but even the discs are pictured, which is pretty cool. So yeah, that's the first one. That's the Dead or Alive Westerns collection. Then we've got the what is it? Western Vigilante collection, which is another set that contains 5 spaghetti westerns, and that's that one. And like I said, the discs are pictured. This one contains Keoma, which is mainly the reason I got it, because Keoma is like 15 quid on region 1, no, 15 quid on region 2, or out of print on region 1. So this has got Keoma, Fall for the Apocalypse, which is a Lucio Fulci film, and God Said to Cain, The Fighting Fist of Shanghai Joe, and White Comanche. White Comanche stars William Shatner. So if you look at like basically Keoma and Fall for the Apocalypse, the other 3 are just bonus movies. So yeah, that's Vigilante Westerns collection. And the last of those collections, there is another one on the way, the Crime Boss collection, but it hasn't turned up yet. This one is the Big Guns collection, which is another collection of 5 Italian movies. These are 5 crime movies or action films, and they contain Big Guns, Violent Professionals, The Long Arm of the Godfather, Magnum Cop, and Emergency Squad. Now, Emergency Squad stars Thomas Millian and Ray Lovelock, who Italian gore or Poliziotteri fans will know who they are. Same with Big Guns stars Alain Delon, who is well known for being one of the top French actors of the French New Wave era in the 60s. And the picture quality is really good on them, and they were all less than £3 each, so that's them. So yeah, so we've got the Vigilante Westerns collection, Dead or Alive Westerns collection, the Big Guns collection, and we have the Crime Boss collection to come, which has a big picture of Telly Savalas on the front. So I will be showing that in the next update, and possibly, because it's payday very, very soon, I will be showing you some of the other stuff that I've got through January sales. But anyway, the last one is one of the presents I was able to open on Christmas Day, and it's a present from my brother. And as I've stated in previous videos, I have a keen interest in World War II, especially I love like Men on a Mission kind of movies and stuff like that, but I love Band of Brothers. Now, when I found out that they were doing a companion piece of Band of Brothers, I was just unbelievably excited, because I think Band of Brothers is one of the best television series that has ever been made. The care and the attention put into making that 10-episode series was just phenomenal, and I like the fact that with the new one they put all the care and attention into this one that they did in Band of Brothers. And it's HBO's The Pacific. Now, I saw this when it was aired on Sky Movies, and I loved it. What I'm a little bit annoyed at, though, and my brother is too, is that he bought this for me on DVD. 2 days later, I bought a Blu-ray player, and they put the price of the Blu-ray down to the same price as the DVD. But I couldn't exchange it. Well, I can't say I couldn't exchange it. My brother couldn't exchange it, because where he bought it, I work, and we're not allowed to do refunds on ourselves. But I played this through my Blu-ray player, which upscales the picture to 1080i, and it still looks unbelievable. Now, it's the tin. There is, well, with Band of Brothers, they released the tin version, and they released just the normal box. I think it's classed as a clamshell box, I think it is. And now I have the tin version of Band of Brothers, which I'm glad that I now have the tin version of the Pacific, which I don't know if you can see there. I'm not going to get the discs out, because I would have thought a lot of people would probably have this, so they know what it looks like. But this is a fantastic set. It is a little bit smaller than the Band of Brothers tin, only by, I think, by about 1 centimetre. So it does sit a little bit awkwardly next to Band of Brothers, but yeah, just phenomenal. And definitely, if you can get it, because it's it's cheap at the moment on both Blu-ray and DVD. Well, I think DVD is $29.99, which I think is a bit steep for a DVD collection like this. But it's also $29.99 on Blu-ray, which is cheap for a Blu-ray box set. Now, the one that I'm hopefully going to get tomorrow goes for up to $69.99, $79.99 at various retailers. But where I'm getting it from work, it's a little bit cheaper. But then you have to wait till next video. So there we go. That's the Pacific. Just check it out. It's just brilliant. And Instead, unlike Band of Brothers, which focused on what were they? On a group of men, one unit of soldiers, one platoon of soldiers. The Pacific focuses on 3 key individual characters, and it follows them over a 2-year period during the war in the Pacific, which is a little bit different. So you get a little bit more story, you get a little more backstory. There's a little bit, there's less action, more drama, more conversations, which comes with the territory of looking at specific characters. You need to give them some sort of story. But the acting is fantastic. The main one, I think his name is James Badge Dale, the actor. He's really, really good. There's one called John Cedar, I think his name is. And Joseph Mazzello, who is from the Jurassic Park films. He played little Timmy, the little kid obsessed with raptors. And which is a little bit weird, because when I was in high school, well, when I was in primary school, there was a kid called Tim who was obsessed with raptors. He used to walk around going meow, 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 meow. I've just been logged out of my file. There we go. So yeah, there we go. That's it for 2010. I will see you in the next decade. Until January, which is in 2 days. Peace.